Good morning, Chubby Cheese. She's such a booger butt. Good morning. It's fancy coffee time. Yay! Try to get down. Come on. This morning, fancy coffee time is inspired by the one and only Miss Jessica Reed, who has not been in class at the gym all week. And it is very lonely there without her. Last night, I almost fell like 4 times. You know, because your girl, we just... some balance issues. I don't have a joint in my ankle. No one was standing next to me to laugh with me when I almost fell. She's been sicky poo. She got what I had. Chubby cheeks. That's your whole butthole working get community guideline violation. Can't be putting that on the interwebs. Anyways, this one's inspired by her. She told me, Chubby Cheeks. She told me that Five Below, you can't see it. Hold on, this light is like, whoo. Can you see it now? Yep, maybe, kinda, sorta. She told me Five Below had a strawberry milk and how good it was in her coffee. And I was like, I'll be the one to judge that. So we're gonna do chocolate covered strawberry latte today. We got some Fairlife strawberry milk. I don't know how this tastes, but I'm gonna taste it. Ooh, yummy. Okay, so we're gonna do some strawberry milk. And I already know this is good. This is my favorite chocolate milk. It's so good. And some chocolate milk. Okay. We're gonna microwave this. Then we're gonna start a coffee. Double shot espresso for this one. Oh man, this girl right here. When I tell you the amount of sass I got last night for not loving on her because I was trying to go to sleep. Oh, now you don't want to love me. That's all you wanted last night. Mommy loves you. I was just trying to sleep, and she's like, no, Mommy, you need to love me. I'm pretty trouble lovers. Oh, she's mad. Not mad enough, you're still here. We're gonna froth our strawberry chocolate milk. Chocolate covered strawberry, I mean, it can't be bad, right? Chubby Cheeks. Dude, she's on one today. If you can't tell, she's mad at me. Because I was just trying to sleep. I think I'm gonna brew a second shot of espresso, or a second thing of espresso. No, I'm not, because it's already too full. I was going for extra caffeine this morning. All right, so I will give you a review on this chocolate-covered strawberry latte thing I made. I'm pretty flared up today. I kind of knew I was gonna be because of what I ate for dinner. Protein mac and cheese. And so a lot of people ask me, they're like, why can't you eat cheese and butter and stuff like that? I mean, I could, but A, calories, B, saturated fat is really bad for arthritis. Oh, ooh, hello. Oh, Jess, you did something. You did something, girl. That's delightful. Make that for Valentine's Day. Yes. So yeah, just like carbs, refined breads, pastas, high saturated fat, all those things, they flare me up. Everybody's like, how do I know what flares me up? You gotta do the work to find out. You gotta track what you eat. You gotta track your activity level. You gotta track it. That's how you figure out the problem. And my biggest, for my post-traumatic arthritis, tomato sauce, I'll be down for the count, okay? Tomatoes, eggplant. Potatoes are a nightshade, which are typically bad for inflammation, but they really don't bother me, especially sweet potatoes. I never really seem to have a reaction with sweet potatoes, but butters, cheeses, I use healthy fats, avocado oil, olive oil. Every once in a while I use coconut oil, but it's usually like when I'm baking. And I just took a lot of time to put the work in, you know, I had to figure out a way to fight back against the pain, right? Because I was in severe pain for 5 years. And when I got sober from alcohol and I said I wanted to start a health journey, that's where I started like watching what I ate, right? Well, then there was one day where I ate tomato sauce like I ate regular pasta. It was a little piece of lasagna. And I was in so much pain the next day. I was like, that was the only thing. So that's how I narrowed down the pasta and the tomato sauce. And then just like removing things one at a time. When I would notice a flare up, I would write it down. I would cut back on it. And then I'd be like, okay, my pain's more manageable. Okay, this works. This doesn't work. Things like that. Like ranch dressing. I've maybe in the last 15 months, I've maybe eaten a cumulative of 4 ounces of ranch dressing. Okay, and that's only when the food is so bland that I have to have ranch, because I would prefer not to waste my calories on it. Because again, high in saturated fat, it's got the mayo and the buttermilk. So you gotta kind of do the work, you know? But Jessica Reed, I love you. I hope you feel better. She said she's gonna try to come to class Saturday. She had what I had. I was in bed for 8 days. She was in bed for 5 days. And I think on like day 2 or something, she was like, I'm feeling better. And I was like, girl, no, don't say it. Because whatever this virus is, like, you will have a day where like you feel a little bit better, but then it, like 12 hours later, it'll come back with a vengeance. I don't know what it is, but I hope my girl feels better because I miss her at the gym. So last night I went to Metcon class, which is metabolic conditioning, and it was rough. It was rough, but I got through it. I was so tired. Like mentally, I wasn't in the game, and I really, really struggled with energy. I think I'm pretty positive I'm gonna be starting soon. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or booties about that. I'm obsessed with this chocolate covered strawberry latte. Yum. I came up with my idea, you guys, yesterday. We gotta talk about it. Okay, because I had my not chicken salad. I had my mac and cheese on my mind yesterday because that's all I wanted was mac and cheese. That's like my childhood comfort food, okay? So every once in a while, I'm just gonna risk it for the biscuit, you know? But yesterday, I was like, you know what I haven't made on this entire health journey that I miss? Pasta salad. I have not had pasta salad. I think I've had like a couple bites at like get-togethers and stuff that other people make. But it's like, what if I did a creamy protein pasta salad? Yeah. So I'm thinking we do some cubed turkey, some cubed ham, those imitation bacon bits. Do like a yogurt mayo zesty Italian dressing, right? Look, I legitimately stopped everything I was doing to write it down yesterday. We're talking cukes, tomatoes, banana peppers, ding dongs, onions, relish. I was even thinking like, what about garlic confit in there? Give the dressing a little bit of a sweetness. So, I mean, that idea is coming soon because it popped up here yesterday. And I'm trying to get in the habit of when I have an idea, I just stop and write it down immediately. Because otherwise it's like, you know, neurospicy noggin, she kicks in. So today, I've got to be at the gym at 10. I've got to be at the Brinery tonight. So I'm getting into the gym, getting my workout done, coming home. I want to try to get my veggies meal prepped because I prep, like, I don't always prep big meals, right? Like, you think meal prep and you think like, oh, she's making 20 boxes of fucking chicken with broccoli and rice. Like, no, that's not what I do. Because I could never eat the bro diet. I couldn't. Like, I like flavor, you know, ramp stamp. Anyways, so meal prep to me is like, I will prep my starches. Like, the other night, we had sweet potatoes with dinner. So I just prepped all of my sweet potatoes. It was only 4. I just prepped all my sweet potatoes at once. Threw them in the oven, cooked them the Courtney Cook way. That's where you put them in for 300. On 300 for like an hour and a half, and then you shut the oven off and you just let them naturally cool down in the oven. They're so good. So I'll prep my sweet potatoes, or I'll cut up all my potatoes and air fry them with some seasonings, and I'll do my veggies. Today I'm gonna do some ding dongs, some mushrooms, and some onions. And then what that means is that you have all of your components for your dinner, right? So last time I did the peppers, onions, and mushrooms, we had Southwest chicken burgers. We had breakfast skillet bowls with them. We had, I can't remember what else. We had like 4 different meals off of that meal prep. You just take like the basic ingredients, and when I season them, I'll season them like pretty basic. That way the flavors can go with everything I make. Do you know what I'm saying? But you prep the veggies and the starch, and then your meal prep is done, and all you gotta worry about is the meat. You know what I'm saying? And right now, there's a rotisserie chicken in there my husband's gonna be eating for dinner when I go to work. I'm gonna go play chef and leave my husband with rotisserie chicken for dinner. He's okay with it, I'm sure. So yeah, it's gonna be a good day today. It's gonna be a great day. Very grateful for this cold weather, because when it flares up my arthritis, I'm grateful I can walk. It reminds me of those winters where I couldn't go anywhere, you know? Because before, in the wintertime, I was on the knee scooter, and man, if that thing hit snow, like the tire on it, I fell so many times in the wintertime trying to leave my house and go and do things, and it wasn't even worth it. I was like, you know what, I just won't leave the house for 3 months. because it wasn't worth it for me to fall and get hurt. But now, when it's cold, crappy weather, I'm like, oh, look at this. I can be out in it. You know? I'm so pumped. Last night, I got on. Lately, I haven't been able to like get in and check my comments because I'm out running around. When I'm at the gym, I have 0 service. So there's hours a day where I can't even be on the interwebs. And Clarissa is coming to the women's fitness convention. And I was like, okay, Clarissa's been following me for a while. We talk all the time in the comments. But anyways, she's coming to the women's fitness convention. She got her ticket. And I was like, girl, we're like, you're working out with us all day. So what that is Tiffany Hurt. It's like Women's Fitness Expo. It's a day of celebration, empowerment, movement. And it's to celebrate cancer warriors, people who've survived cancer, people who've lost their battle. And so it's February 7th in Clairton. And there's going to be step, there's going to be bounce. There's going to be step, there's going to be pound, Zumba, yoga, and another one that I don't remember what it is. But it's like a really hype workout class. So anyways, you get your ticket, you show up, you work. There's motivational speakers throughout the day. I'm going to be there with all my family from Flash Fitness. And we're just going to spend the day celebrating cancer warriors and community and empowerment and women showing up for ourselves and choosing ourselves because we're so often taught not to, right? Like we are ingrained as women to sacrifice everything for everybody else. And then we end up forgetting about ourselves. So Clarissa, I'm so excited for you to come and work out with us. It's going to be a blast. She was like, I'm kind of scared. It sounds intimidating because you have to sign like a waiver. And she was like, the waiver scared me. But every gym you have to sign a waiver. Like, it's just, we're not going to hurt you, Clarissa. Make sure you are fully hydrated before this class because you want those muscles to be juicy. And yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait for it. And February 8th is the birthday party at the gym. That's going to be a big one. I'm going to drop that flyer to my stories. So if you'd like to come, you can. It's like a passport thing. So we're going to have, it's like a 1 to 6 p.m., I think. And then we're going to have different workouts throughout the day. And you go to the different workouts and you get your passport stamped. And then at the end, if you complete everything, you're entered in for a prize. So very proud of my coach. Flash Fitness will be open a year in February. And I've seen videos of like how it all started. And she started with limited equipment and she has grown it to what it is now. We have almost 100 members at our gym, and that's amazing because she's just one person doing it all, and I'm so proud of her. So big things coming up in February. March 25th, we also have the guest chef for Community Kitchen Pittsburgh. I will be there. You can get your tickets on Eventbrite for that. That is me and Aleka Sweeney. Now, Aleka wanted to do, like, I love Aleka. If you don't know Aleka Sweeney, you need to be following her. She, beautiful, beautiful. She wanted to do, like, a Southern meal. And I was like, well, why don't we, like, do a Southern meal but show people how they can make it healthy? Because that's a big thing with me. Like, when I start my meal prep company, I want people to understand that, like, I'm so tired of the idea of, like, a health journey means that you're going to be eating salads the whole time, or a health journey means that you're going to have salmon, rice, and broccoli for the rest of your life. Like, no. I have lost almost 130 pounds naturally through calorie deficit, and baby, I can tell you the one thing I never sacrificed was flavor. That's a non-negotiable for me, okay? I'm a chef. That shit's got to taste good. And so, thankfully, I'm very grateful for my knowledge in the kitchen and technique. That's a big part of it too. And flavors. I'm not Bobby Flay. I focus on multiple flavors. Have y'all ever noticed, okay, this might be me talking shit. Have y'all ever noticed that Bobby Flay, the only flavor he knows how to cook is Southwest? Everything turns into a Southwest dish with this guy. And like, I get it. You have your preferences. But I just want to see one thing without chili powder in it. Just one. Just one. No, it's just me talking shit. I talk shit, okay? Listen, I can talk shit about people on Food Network because I ain't trying to get on that TV show. But Gordy Ramsay, that's my bestie. He's going to cuss me out on one of his TV shows. I'm manifesting it. And you know he will, because have you watched my cooking videos? Like, I would set him off in a kitchen, okay? He'd be like, bloody hell, what the fuck are you doing? And I'd be like, I don't know, Gordy. Ask the neurospicy noggin. She probably won't even be able to answer you. How about that? So, yeah. Bobby Flay's cool, but my dad used to always talk shit about him, okay? He'd be like, oh, here we go, Southwest again. Back when he was like Iron Chef of America. But that was always, well, because, you know, my dad had multiple, like, he knew how to make so many different flavors. And he just always talked shit about it, always being Southwest with Bobby Flay. And it's proven to be true. Like, 20 years later, dude is still making Southwest food. Oh, well, it is what it is, you know? So, ooh, I gotta show you these. Have you guys ever had these wild chips? This is my favorite kind, the spicy queso. They're like chips made out of chicken. They don't have the greatest macros, but they're really good to dip in chicken salad. You're dipping chicken in chicken. Do you know what I'm saying? Hey, did I show you what I got myself for my birthday? Well, it's for my birthday party, but I'm probably gonna use it all the time. Hold on, I'll show you. Karaoke machine for my silly goose sleepover. Okay, because I'm gonna tell you a story. When I was little, I wanted a karaoke machine for Christmas. That's all I wanted. I got a karaoke machine. And, okay, listen, my bio mom, man, you know how trauma I've had to work through because of that woman. Okay, let me tell you, she was like a drill sergeant for the holidays. When we woke up on Christmas morning, we were not allowed to get like crazy excited. If we did, we'd get yelled at. You had to be calm. She had to get her coffee. And then you'd sit down in the living room, and it was like drill sergeant style. One person opens one gift at a time, and everybody watches. And I'll be honest, I never gave a single flying fuck about what my brother and sister got. Okay, I didn't care. I wanted my shit. Okay, so anyways, all I wanted for Christmas was a karaoke machine. We got a karaoke machine. I was so excited. Now, again, my mom, drill sergeant, massive OCD and cleaning, like, issues, okay? Everything had to be perfect all the time in her house. So anyways, Christmas comes, I get my karaoke machine. I wanted to play with my karaoke machine. And she's like, no, we'll play with it tonight when everybody comes over, because Christmas Day, we would have parties where like her family and friends would come over to the house. So when people would be coming over to our house on Christmas, we got to pick one thing, one toy that you got on Christmas that you would be allowed to play with while everybody was there. So what did I pick? I picked my karaoke machine. Everything else had to get put back under the tree on display, like perfect display for everybody to see everything she got her kids, okay? So I picked my karaoke machine. Well, people start showing up. We're having dinner. Everyone's cracking fucking chestnuts by the open fire. Not really an open fire, we didn't have a fireplace, but they're cracking fucking chestnuts. I know that because I remember the little chestnut cracking things my mom had. Anyways, when it comes time to meet for me to play my karaoke machine, I got to sing one song. And do you want to know what that one song was? It was Yakety Yak by Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen. I love that song. I had to sing one song. And then that bitch took my karaoke machine and let everybody else play on it. Not even the kids. It was, oh, my Uncle John was singing Ted Nugent. Oh, this person wanted to sing that. This person wanted to sing. Everybody else got to play with my karaoke machine on Christmas. And do you want to know I'm mad about it? 30-some years later, you want to know why I'm still mad? Because that was the only opportunity that I ever had to turn that karaoke machine on full blast and belt out some fucking salt and pepper. But no, I couldn't have that because she had to let everybody else play with it. So after that, whenever I try to sing, she'd come down to my bedroom because she was up in the attic, and she'd turn it down and yell at me for being too loud. So I never even got to experience my full karaoke system. So we're feeding our inner child and saying to our bio mom, and we are doing this at my sleepover. Okay? That's how I feel about it. That's how my therapist is going to be so proud of me for this. She's going to be like, go you, Des. So yeah, it was like, dude, I look back at the holidays and there's so much bullshit. My mom being like a control freak and stuff. Ugh. I'll never forget when I was like, I think I was like 19. I had Michael and Jordan. They were both born, but they were babies. And we went over to my bio mom's house for Christmas, and my ex-husband, Mike, looked at my sister's or my niece's dad or whatever. And my niece's dad looked at him and he was like, hey, just so you know, like, I know this is like your first holiday with this family. He's like, they're all fucking crazy. And I was like, no, don't believe that, Mike. Only some of them are crazy. Like 2 hours later, the biggest family fight popped off and everyone was like screaming at each other. And my ex-husband, Mike, was just standing there like, we get in the car to go home and he's like, yep, you're all fucking crazy. I was like, I wouldn't even do anything. I was letting everybody else fight with each other. I didn't say nothing. I was just watching it happen. But yeah, so people tried to warn him that my family was crazy. He didn't believe them. And then there was also the time that my dad got taken down by the SWAT team. By then, he fully believed us that the family was crazy. He was like, I should have gotten out a long time ago. That's a true story. So anyways, yeah. And it's stuff like that like, I hate that I get so irritated about it. But I just like, first of all, how could you do that to your kid on Christmas? Look, there was a lot of shit my mom did to us on holidays that I ain't even started to uncover yet, okay? But when I had my kids, I knew that I would not torment them on holidays. So for my kids, the minute they woke up, I was always awake before them. I don't think our kids ever woke up before us. I was always like, you know, awake to get them up for Christmas. But there was never a, hold on, let me do this. And then one by one we open the gifts. Like, my kids tore into those gifts like hyenas on a carcass, okay? They went balls to the wall. And it was always the best Christmas ever. And then we'd go over to my mom's house to do, like, gifts with the family. And the kids are like, Mom, this is so stupid. Why is Nan so mean? I'm like, I don't know. This is what I grew up with, dude. You know, like, I don't know. I'm sure there's a reason. I'm sure something happened in that woman's life that made her be so controlling. And I will never understand. My therapist says you can't make sense out of nonsense. That's true. But yeah, it made me make Christmas like I didn't care about people seeing what I got my kids. You know, my mom always, like, we had to have everything on display. She was like, it was funny because she was materialistic, but we didn't have the money to be materialistic. You know, it was like, why are you so worried about keeping up with the Joneses, Steffi Pooh? We don't have the money for the Joneses. We're over here with the Jacksons. We ain't got the money for the Jones. Why? Like, what are we doing? You know? And she, I don't know. Sure, this is going to be something to talk about in therapy this week because it's heavy on my heart. It's bothering me. And you can try to forgive it. You know what? Let's open this. Let's change the subject. Let's do something fun. Let's open our birthday present to ourselves. Because, you know what? I'm grateful for the things she did. We're training our brain. I'm grateful for the things she did because it showed me the mother I didn't want to be. Yeah, how about that? How about we focus on positive? I'm gonna open our little thing here. Oh, a YouTube notification. That's exciting. I never get anything on YouTube. Ah! Okay, let's see. Someone commented that she got this for her daughter for Christmas, and I was like, how's the sound quality? I would totally turn it on, but my husband's still sleeping. Okay. The best part about this is we have dual microphones. So that means that a duet is happening, and I don't know who it is that's going to be singing my Sheryl Crow Kid Rock song with me. But it's going to be someone. Oh, this is good size. Okay. I thought it was going to be much smaller. That's what she said. So it was $40, $39.99 is what the thing said. But then when I rang it up, it was only $34. How cool is that? Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. I don't know what it is, man, but I automatically feel like I'm channeling my inner Tupac. Okay, so I'm sure we gotta charge this. This thing is so light for being a speaker. Okay, maybe, just maybe. Where's the fucking power? Oh, right there. Okay. I'm sure we gotta charge our microphones too. Yep, everything needs charged. We're gonna charge this and get it set up. I might give you guys a performance today. You never know. You never know. Okay. Get you here. Oh, it even has the echo button. Mine did too. Mine was different though. Like as a little girl, it was the black one. And I can't remember. I don't think it had a little screen on it. But it was the only option it had was cassette tape or radio. So that's charging. Any hootie tootie fruity. This is already at 30 minutes. And I think I'm done for now. I'm gonna charge this and then I'm gonna give you a performance later. Because I'm gonna be the star of the fucking show. Unlike Christmas of 1997 when my karaoke machine was stolen from me. Okay. Gotta go. Love you. Bye.